I'm here with the champion, Aljamain Sterling. How does that feel to hear it in this manner now, becoming the undisputed champion?
It feels great. It feels like a big redemption from the last performance. And at the end of the day, I felt like I was the champion when I beat Corey Sandhagen. No one could tell me anything different. We were the two highest ranked guys, and to have an off performance like that the first time against Jan and then to come back here and then do it this way, I'm super proud of myself and how hard I worked just to get back here. It's been a long road, 13 long months, recovery, having people doubt me, having people tell me that I might not come back the same or might not come back at all. So I'm just truly blessed to be back here, being able to perform for the fans and doing what I love.
I know it's been a really emotional week for you. You showed that when you stepped on the scale for the weigh-ins on Friday morning, and it just looked like that whole build-up of everything, having to wait as long as you did with the neck surgery to get to this point. Have you allowed that emotion to come out yet? You've only just come out the cage, I know, but do you think it's something that might hit you a little bit later now that it's all said and done?
Yeah, for sure. It hit me a little bit earlier, so I'm sure it's going to hit me a couple more times throughout the night, but I'm just, at the end of the day, I'm blessed. You know, I'm a blue-collar worker. You know, I don't come from much, worked my ass off to be here, and I've earned everything I've been given. No handouts, no easy paths, no easy opponents, nothing. You know, so I think I relate to the everyday person out there, and I think people who respect me understand where I come from and how I've gotten here, and the people who don't, you know, they just don't understand my story. So at the end of the day, you can do anything you achieve as long as you put your mind to it and you really, really work hard, trust the process, you can make good things happen for yourself.
And let's talk about not just the physical obstacles you had to overcome, but mentally as well. I mean, this game's all about your mental state and emotional capabilities. Was that the hardest part with all the naysayers and everything that you had to face on social media and beyond to get to this point?
Well, I'm pretty bulletproof when it comes to that. People talk a lot of where I come from. You know, we break each other's balls. We talk. We fight each other for your words. So we kind of grew up with thicker skin than most people, you know, so that type of stuff doesn't bother me. I know for some people seeing that every day for 13 long months, the joke kind of just got old, you know, so I'm just glad that this chapter is done. We can move on to the next, and you're gonna need more than clown emojis to break this guy.
Let's talk about the fight itself. Obviously, rounds 2 and 3 were yours. Was that the game plan coming into this, you know, to use your grappling and your ability to wrestle in the way that you do? Because you had a hold of him there. It wasn't a lot that Jan could do.
Yeah, 100%. I thought I won rounds 1 through 3.
Yeah.
I mean, the first round.
Judges, yeah, I think two of the judges had that.
Yeah, I mean, I outscored him in the first round, and he was just pressuring forward. You're pressuring forward, you're swinging, and you're missing. That should not count for winning the fight. If I'm landing the clean strikes, that's what this sport is all about. We're talking about damage, things that are tangible, control time, not pushing forward. That's something that's, okay, you're pushing forward, but if you're not doing anything, that should not score. So these judges need to be held accountable for what they're scoring, so we athletes can understand what we need to do better so that we know what we're doing in there, so that we know how we're doing. You know, we kind of have a mental clock of, okay, this is what's happening, this is how I'm thinking it's going, but then you go to scorecards and you hear that. It's what I would say, you know, I don't want to curse, but it's a mind, you know, so at the end of the day, I feel like I won the fight. He came on strong in that 4th, 5th round, nothing away from him. He's a tough competitor for a reason. He didn't get here by accident either. He might have had an easier path, but he didn't get here by accident. He beat a lot of tough guys, and so did I, and we got to figure out who's really number 1 tonight.
You embraced one another afterwards, after all the animosity. Well, were you a little bit, was anything said, or was that just that natural instinct after a fight?
Well, for me, it's never personal in that regards. You know, for me, the personal thing is, you think you're better than me, and I think I'm better than you, and that's as personal as it gets. You know, so let's go in there and figure it out. You know, so if you think you're better than me, to me, that makes it personal enough. You know, so at the end of the day, we're both trying to chase a dream, trying to chase a goal, and he thought he was the better man. I thought I was the better man. We got to settle it, and I guess we kind of not hashed it out, but we're going to see each other down the road again.
I was going to say that.
I look forward to making him 0-3 against me.
All right, and obviously TJ Dillashaw's there in the crowd as well. I spoke to him earlier. He said he thought he was in line for the winner of your fight. That's obviously yourself. What do you make of TJ as an opponent, if he is indeed to be the next one to challenge you?
He's a tough opponent. He's game. He's I do think he's a little mentally fragile. I mean, to having to cheat and things like that. I think he's been doing that. I mean, his teammates outed him years ago. You know, so he's been doing that pretty much his entire UFC career. So to get this far and needed to have extra help, you know, that says a lot about his mental. You know, I've done it the right way, the clean way, and I look forward to locking it up with him and testing his skills, and hopefully he decides to really compete clean and we can have a fair fight and go from there. He's one of the greatest in terms of what he's accomplished, and I'm looking to add my name to that resume. I think I now broke the second wins for most wins in bantamweight history. So I might be tied for first now, or maybe I'm second behind TJ. So he's the guy I'm chasing. Dominick Cruz, Jose Aldo. I want to fight all the greats.
Yeah.
I want to fight all the greats in this division.
It's an exciting division. How soon do you want to get in there? I know you pointed your hand before this interview and you said it was a little bit painful. Do you think a little bit of time to recover there, or are you looking to fight more regularly now?
Look, 3 times this year would be ideal, but I definitely need a few weeks off so that I can finally unwind from a 13-month training camp. Surgery, training, then stopping, training, and then finally having a fight. So I think I earned a vacation with my lady. So we're gonna go out, and after she finishes nursing school, we're gonna go get a little crazy, and then get ready for the next one.
Fantastic. And just lastly, to support, Ray Longo's here, and you've got Alaya Quinter and Chris Weidman's here to support you today. So it must have been quite difficult for him to come back to this arena tonight as well. What does all of that mean to you? Because you've all been very tight for a long time.
Yeah, it's sick. We're a tight family. We're a small team, but we're a tight family. A lot of us moved, myself and Rob Weidman, but we still come back home and still do our training camps and stuff like that. We haven't forgotten where we come from. We've gotten here together. Ray Longo now has 3 official champions. We could finally remove that asterisk from my name, and that's what it's all about. I'm never one to like having a lot of a big entourage when I'm getting ready for a fight. I feel like it kind of takes away from what you're trying to accomplish. But this one felt a little different. It was cool to have everybody around, and I'm just fortunate, blessed that I have people that love me and people that flew out from all over the world and the country to come see me fight.
Well, you certainly put on a show tonight. Congratulations once again. Look forward to seeing you soon.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for having me.